Right, so I'm going to show you how to use these TRX straps in tandem with what you got in the kit. I've got a client, a good friend, that asked me about some exercises with the TRXs. Here's some things that you can do, okay? When you establish your apex, which is wherever it's anchored, whether it's in the door or from a pole, or that apex is your establishment for your base angle. Standing, here, and I come down that 90-degree angle straight from my apex to the floor, creates this triangle. So when I get closer to that apex with the TRX, the exercise generally becomes more difficult. Unlike the bands that came in the kit, when you get closer to the apex, it becomes easier. Anything that doesn't have any elasticity, the closer you get, the more difficult it becomes. So that's a good one to remember in terms of facts. So I'm gonna do these rows, okay? I got my first one. I'm gonna put my toes up on my heels, lock my body tight. Tummy is tucked in, and I'm gonna pull myself up to a standing position. Okay, body weight row. Bam. Let myself rock forward. The goal is not to let this thing happen. This, no bueno. Lock tight, pull, okay? Here, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most difficult, it's probably a solid 1. If I was to get closer to my apex, even if I were to shorten the straps, it becomes significantly more difficult because I got closer to my apex, okay? I have no help now. I don't have space and angles to help me get into a position to use leverage points at all. Now I'm just at the mercy of my own body strength and gravity. So now that I'm low, I can't necessarily go toes up. I mean, I can, but for example, say if I'll go here, and then when I pull up, I'm gonna, boom, all right? Now, even though my knees are bent, this is still more difficult to do because I'm coming from a way lower position. I'm gonna do body weight push-up. Make sure that the straps don't, cut your head off when you're doing the exercise. Tummy's tucked tight as always. Don't let that thing happen. Tuck it tight underneath, push forward. Another one that's good for triceps is I'm gonna go forward, Superman position, shoulders are down, I'm on my toes, tummy is tucked tight, okay? I'm gonna keep my elbows in alignment, bend, extend, bend, extend, bend, extend, tricep extensions. Now we're gonna do some bicep curls. I'm gonna put myself in the easy position that I was with the rows. So I'm gonna come back here and arms are up, and then I'm gonna curl the arm and not let the elbow drop to my hip. Because all of a sudden, if I do that, I'm doing a row again. Curl, that noise is amazing. I bet you in the microphone it sounds like my hands are farting. It's amazing. I know, I'm a child. Here, all right. Okay, still in line with my apex, my midline, toes are up. I'm gonna fly myself up to a Y and control my descent as I come down. Ha! Ha! Hamstring curls are another good one. I'm going to put my heels in the loop, not the handle, but the loop. This one is about how long your legs are. Start lying back. There's a slight pull down, up and in, up and in. Try to create a straight angle from armpit to knees at the end of the movement. Up and in. Okay? Now, when you feel some hamstrings burn, like they said a bad word in church, that's going to happen, and that's okay. Hamstring curls are an absolute necessity as well. Okay, if you want the front part of the body to work the way it's supposed to without pain, got to work the backside too. So part 2 of the tandem set, we're going to use a TRX strap. Put them both together. Put one foot through both of the straps while performing a lateral raise / bicep curl with the band that came in the kit. At midpoint, I got a toe on the front band. I'm going to stay down, raise, curl, raise, curl, raise, curl. Easy breezy. Okay, so some in tandem work. What I want to do is take the reds from the kit, the single leg behind me on the slider. Single leg is on, so when I drop back, ha. Now, if I had the band, I can stay over top and just stay put. What the strap will stop me from doing is falling all the way back, so I can raise and have that top point. Keep my shoulders lateral, okay? You'll have a little moment at the top where you have to, bam, you're gonna hold it in the shoulder, but the most important part is this front stretch. Having this control be taken over by the strap allows the opportunity for the leg that's working on the slider to get a much more controlled hip extension, and it gives that leg, whatever leg is sliding back, it gives the front side of the leg, that hip flexor, a chance to be free.